What's up, guys? Back with another one. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's up, guys? How you living?
You know what? Lost in Vegas coming back after the unbiased real reaction.
Yes, free thinkers, you already know.
You know it.
Love y'all. Appreciate you guys opening your minds out there.
Yeah.
So we're doing Eyedea. Even shadows have shadows. We're gonna shout somebody out. We're gonna shout Brendan out. Brendan hit us up on Facebook. Actually, Brendan's been hitting us up on Facebook and in the comment section, YouTube. He's been a faithful subscriber.
Yep.
And been with us for a while, and we wanted to give him a shout out for this one. He said that Eyedea actually passed away. So he's actually no longer with us.
Rest in peace.
And apparently this guy's had a pretty decent cult following behind him. So he was unfortunately, he's just no longer with us. So we at least wanted to give this one a shot.
Yeah, man.
Brendan's saying it's pretty good, so let's see what's going on.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I mean?
Even shadows
Have shadows.
Have shadows.
Eyedea. Let's get into it. Oh yeah, and by the way, Brendan, you sent us a clear copy of this, or the best, highest quality of it that you could find. So we're using that quality. So if it still doesn't sound good, it is what it is. This is where we're at. All right, let's get back to it.
I stand alone, burned every bridge over the troubled water. No longer hiding from my personality disorder. A stronger tide is coming. I've been running, trying to function fine without my mind climbing out this fucking corner. I was born to thrown away from the rotten petals of.
That was kind of hard right there. I stand alone, burned every bridge over the troubled water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hard.
That's crazy
like
imagery right there, because when you burn bridges, right, you may have done someone wrong, whatever the case may be, but what he's saying is everyone's done wrong. It's troubled waters.
Right.
So how do you burn bridges, but it's fucked up to begin with.
In the troubled waters, absolutely. In the troubled water, he has personality disorders. It looks like that's what he's saying, right? So I burn bridges as a result, maybe, of this disorder.
Right.
Maybe I've pushed people away, burned them, because I'm suffering from this sort of disease.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then he said a stronger tide is coming. So again, the wordplay in this is dope.
Yeah.
A stronger tide is coming. I've been running, trying to function fine without my mind climbing out this fucking corner.
Yep.
So looks like he's just struggling with it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? The tide of the disorder. The tide, it seems to be it seems to be sort of a barrier for him.
Yep.
And he's struggling with it. I like the lyricism in this.
I was born to thrown away from the rotten petals of forgotten rebel craft in the absence of heaven's heavy hand to develop an evident level of benevolence. So it's probably better I sold my soul to the devil.
Okay.
He's going. He can rhyme. Mm-hmm. I was born a thorn away from the rotten petals, a forgotten rebel, wrapped in the absence of heaven's heavy hands, to develop an evident level of benevolence. You know what I mean? Very good lyricism there, man. He's going in.
Kind of looks like heaven is just kind of casting him away, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you know what? It's probably better that I sold my soul to the devil, because I no longer have the blessings of heaven, so to speak. So
yeah, he feels that way about himself.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it seems like, again, this personality disorder is what's causing him to have these sort of skewed thoughts. You know what I mean? He
was born a thorn away from rotten petals. So he was already damned to begin with,
right?
He
was close to close to evil, right?
Right.
He was almost a rotten apple.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was on the edge of being a rotten apple, but very good lyricism, man.
Yeah, man.
I gotta say.
One day this shit'll kill me, but I guess that it's okay. I've lost all faith in a world so full of hate, and I don't fucking love music. I just use it to escape away. All between wanting to punch someone in the face and putting a bullet in my head to leave the human race. Everything takes its toll.
Yeah, he's depressed, man.
Yeah,
very depressed.
That's the theme of this right now.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm gathering right off the bat. He's kind of going in on the levels of despair that he has, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe the way he passed was through suicide, and I could be wrong. If I'm wrong on that, I apologize. But for him to say this year, if I don't slow up, I'll see you on my way. One day this shit'll kill me, but I guess that's okay.
Yeah.
I've lost all faith in the world so full of hate, and I don't fucking love music. I just use it to escape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he said, I'm caught between wanting to punch someone in the face and putting a bullet in my head to leave the human race. And this is coming from a guy that committed suicide. So this was a cry for help.
Yep.
This is a cry for help.
Absolutely.
And it's just unfortunate, man, that someone could put something out like this, and it's just unfortunate that he wasn't able to get the help that he needed, to prevent his suicide from happening. But what we got from that is great writing. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's just very good at expressing his feelings and his thoughts. I mean, that's what I'm getting from this. But that's it's kind of eerie.
It is.
You know, and sad. You know.
I'm kneeling to the entity who built this penitentiary as filthy as a centipede and guiltless innocence, cause he was willing to just let me bleed while the war again fades. 10 years, no check for me, I'll be in the same place. Planet's just an overpopulated mental hospital. At least I'll be walking around constitutes another obstacle. So here it is. I'm finally.
Listen, man, this man is rhyming his ass off.
Yeah,
though.
he is.
Let's not get it fucked up.
Yeah, he is. So yeah, man, he kind of just touched on exactly what we were just talking about, right? Everything takes a toll, but there's no tolls I can take, right? I haven't yet found a good reason to be awake. So you're right. It's a cry for help. He's just like, man, I've given up. I don't even have a reason to continue living.
Yep.
Which is sad, because you know what's so sad about this is because he's no longer with us. And you know how you always kind of see things in hindsight.
2020.
Yeah, man, and it's just like
you see things clearer after the fact.
Absolutely.
And let's touch on a little bit on this sort of multi-syllable usage and the alliteration that he has here as well, which was really dope.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like my enemy, concealing my identity, not dealing with my tendencies. I peel the skin and then I squeeze. The real imprinted Hansen's disease, not healing in the century. I'm kneeling to the entity. So the alliteration, the multi-syllable usage in that was just dope.
Yep.
In 10 years, don't check for me. I'll be in the same place. This planet's just an overpopulated mental hospital. Each zombie walking around constitutes another obstacle.
And you know, it almost sounds like, from what I'm gathering here, that he felt like he's an outcast, like he's incurable, right?
Yeah.
Because he made the Hansen disease,
which is like leprosy,
right? And he said at the beginning in the hook is he has that personality disorder. So I think he felt like he's just an outcast. He's so different from everyone else, and he feels like he's incurable, right?
Yep.
Which is why he's like, I feel like my enemy, right?
Yep.
Hiding, concealing my identity. So it's like I'm not even accepted to the human race. So, dude,
I'm my own worst enemy. It's just sad. It's sad. But I gotta give him credit for the lyricism.
Yes.
I think he's a very good lyricist. You know what I mean? For sure.
I'm insecure about every facet of my existence, from my addictions to the condition I choose to live in. Who you kidding? I suffer from excess anxiety, a product of pollution in American society. And I no longer have an ego I can hide behind, but I've been fine disregarding my insanity. Every form of art isolates you from humanity.
And I no longer have an ego I can hide behind, but I've been fine disregarding my insanity. I thought that was really, really well written. You know what I'm saying? You can only hide, you know, your depression for so long. You can only hide what you're going through for so long before it eats away at you. But I thought that was a very well written way of saying that.
And that's where, and then the very next line, every form of art isolates you from humanity, which is what I was saying. He feels like he's isolated.
Yep.
He really feels
like an outcast. Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
So.
But the fact remains the same. I'm still bound by chains. It doesn't matter if your chain is 10 feet or 100 feet. The fact remains the same. You still bound by chains. Some people say I've changed and it's harder to relate to me. Good, I never liked you. Our friendship was make-believe. The walls start to close in. Feels like the brain is hanging on by one close in. I've hidden in the darkness for too long.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the minutes get shorter, walls start to close in. Feels like the brain is hanging on by one clothespin. So that was really good lyricism there. You know, it's a good way of him saying that he's losing touch with reality. Maybe he's losing his mind. You know what I mean? His sanity is hanging on by a thread. You know what I mean? From what I'm gathering here. So let's finish it up.
Yes, sir.
Shadows have shadows. How am I to break free from my fears when I don't like what I see and I can't feel what I hear? Shadows have shadows. So don't judge my book by its cover, cause my story's just as fucked up as any other.
Yeah, man.
It's pretty sad that, because we all know what happened. You know, we know how this story ends, right? I didn't like the song, guys. I really didn't like the song, and the reason being is because it sounds underground to me, very underground. Like the engineering of the actual song, the production wasn't there to me. The way he's rapping on the track, he sounds like he's new to rapping to me. It doesn't sound like it flows very cohesively to me. But what he's saying though has potential, right? I think the bars, what's actually coming out of his mouth, he has a lot of potential. But the way he's delivering it, to me, needed a lot of help. I mean, and that's why I say who knows what he could have become.
Sure.
You know,
sure.
If he had more time.
Absolutely.
So, you know.
What I see here is raw talent. I see raw talent. Anytime that you can you can express your thoughts in such a poetic manner, because rap is rhythm and poetry.
Yep.
Right? When you can express your thoughts in an intelligent, poetic manner, to me, I can work with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I see the raw talent there. So as a lyricist, I thought he was solid, man. He had some really, really dope multi-syllable usage, alliteration in here. And again, it's just his sort of the metaphors he was using throughout the entire
Absolutely.
Even shadows have shadows. Even that is
saying a lot.
It's a lot of depth to that. It's a lot of layers to that. And that's what I really, really love and look for when I'm looking for someone who I think could be a great rapper, artistically.
Correct.
Right? But lyricism is not the only thing that matters in rap.
Right.
And his delivery, to Ryan's point, was very sort of, I felt like it was rushed.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like he was sort of almost offbeat to a certain extent. And I felt the production, obviously he's an underground artist, so you can't expect the best production, but the production didn't help. You know what I mean? It sounded like it was made in a basement. So this sounds like someone who has, again, just has raw talent, who has something there that you can develop into a great rapper. It's almost like think of a piece of furniture that's kind of like looks a little rough around the edges, but you see the structure, you see the bones of it, and you can sort of you can see it. You can see that just with a little polishing and sanding, right, and restoration, it could be something great. And that's what I see with him. You know what I mean? So rest in peace to Eyedea.
Yes.
I thought that this was, man, I think that I would imagine that this song has probably helped a lot of people articulate, you know what I mean, what they're feeling, you know what I mean, and hopefully it's helped some people deal with depression, you know what I mean, on some level. It's just unfortunate, like Ryan was saying, that this was a clear cry for help. It's a cry for help, and it just seems like it's something that, maybe could have been prevented, you know what I mean, but it's unfortunate, so... That's it.
Yeah, man.
That's it. Shout out to Brendan for suggesting that joint. But that's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Lost to Vegas, George Ryan.
We out.
We out.